Good morning. How's everyone on this fine spring day? It's a good day to be alive, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's a good day to be celebrating. It's a good day to be grateful. It's a good day to say thank you, right? So let's say thank you one time. 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Cool. Let's say it again. 3, 4. Thank you. One more time. Thank you. Good. Now let's all stand up and say it again. 2, 3, 4. Say thank you. 2, 3, 4. Thank you. 2, 3, 4. Thank you. 2, 3, and 4. And here we go. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This joyful, this joyful, this joyful day. This joyful, this joyful, this joyful day. Say thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. You may be seated. Oh, what a glorious day. It's so easy to think of all of the things that we are grateful for in this moment, in this day, one of which is to be together in this space with all of you beautiful expressions of divine light. So thank you for joining us today. I'm Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen, if you don't yet know. And to my left is Reverend Donna Gulick, who's going to anchor us. That's right. anchor us in meditation and prayer, and she's serving as service leader for the first time today. Yeah, I know, right? And today is really quite the special day. We do have a lot of special treats for you, one of which is music that you'll get to find out about in just a minute. And I want to first say hello to those of you joining online, YouTube, Facebook. Hello. We're so glad that you are here. We are sending you our love. We feel your love. And if you'll just say hello in the chat, and then we feel like we're really connected. Thanks for being here. Yeah, maybe take a moment and check your phones and see if they're in meditation mode. That would be good. Okay. So let's take a deep breath together. And as Donna lights that divine light candle, I invite you to be with that element of fire, that sacred element of fire, for just a moment. And from this space, I invite you to say our opening invocation together, which is on the screen. Taking a deep breath from that space. Together, there is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good omnipotence. Take a breath. Feel that possibility of infinite good, of pure peace, joy, love, abundance that is just waiting for us to open our hearts and say yes to it. So today we say yes, and so it is. Well, before we do the meditation chant, though, today, that was a little intro piece. Thank you for that, totally planned. So we do have a special thing that we all get to do once a year, just once a year, and that is to honor and celebrate our Board of Trustees, welcoming in our new Board of Trustee member and officially releasing the outgoing board member and really celebrating and supporting our entire board. So this is really a time for us to acknowledge with gratitude all of the time, all of the energy, all of the dedication and love and unique gifts that each one has brought and is bringing to support this community. Oh, yes, absolutely. So let's first acknowledge our current board members. When I call your name, if you would come up, Maria Kavanaugh, Stephanie Pollard, Carla Glass, we'll just move down a little bit here, Chris Eagle. This is, yes, just a little bit more. Yeah. So we so appreciate your willingness and your commitment to being of service in this way, to saying yes to the call of spirit and saying, I am there. I love this community. I want to support it in every way. So we really appreciate your willingness to do that and your time and your efforts and all of your talent. And now it is time for us to officially release this one right here.
I'm not disappearing.
No, he's not. No, he's not disappearing, but we were releasing him from this particular responsibility. He does wears a lot of hats, but from this particular responsibility. So let us shower Chris Eagle with our unity blessing. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are, and we behold the Christ in you. Thank you, Chris Eagle, for being of service. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay, and so now I'm pleased to welcome our newest board member that was just voted in our annual board meeting in February. Please come on up, Courtney Bach. Woohoo! All right, all right. Yes, yes. So thank you, Courtney, for your willingness to follow Spirit's guidance and say yes to this opportunity to be of service. We affirm the powers of wisdom, love, understanding, and strength as you serve in this community in this important way. And we know that your head and your heart are aligned as you continue to move forward in this capacity. All right. I usually do an anointing at this moment, but I did forget my anointing oil, so I'll just imagine that you are blessed. You smell lavender. Look, the power of imagination. Look, it's right here. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you. Okay, and to all board members, we appreciate your courage, your integrity in addressing all of the issues that have arisen and will continue to arise in this community while seeking the answers and the guidance from Spirit, to follow Spirit. And in addition, we appreciate your families in supporting you for all of this time that you do spend on the board. So thank you, family and friends. All right, so we've come to the pledge, and if you will repeat after me, saying your name after I pledge to my UCP extended family to serve as a trustee with my mind and heart open to expressing Spirit's guidance. Yes. All right. So, UCP community, would you stand, please? And together, we're going to affirm our willingness to support our wonderful Board of Trustees and celebrate them. So, if you would hold your hands out here and repeat after me, and putting in your name after I, Victoria, pledge to my Unity Center of Peace extended family to send loving thoughts and energy to the UCP Board of Trustees. I commit to adding my affirmation, my vision, and my participation to a strong, loving, prosperous spiritual community. Strong, loving, prosperous spiritual community. And so it is. Welcome our new Board of Trustees. Yes, we're in good hands, folks. We are in good hands. And thank you, Maria. All right, you may be seated, and let's now continue with our meditation. Thank you.
I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know as I
And now I invite us all to close our eyes and take a breath, breathing in, and then let it be a slow exhale, calming the nervous system all through our bodies. One more. Big breath in and then a slow, slow exhale, inviting our entire bodies to relax and be at peace. And now we turn to our minds and we allow to arise, not necessarily by name or definition, but fears, angers, hurts, anything that's a speed bump or a big bump. And we're going to put them in helium balloons, but these are quite environmentally friendly. And you can have a balloon for certain ones that really prickle you regularly. You can also just put fears here and worries there, and frustration and anger in a different one. Good. And now we let go of those balloons, and they rise up and up and up toward the sun, where they melt and come back as pure light of trust and love and the blessings, so many blessings. And we give thanks for that release. And now we open to and affirm our strength, our spiritual strength and power. And our hearts, and our compassion. And in the silence that will soon follow, I invite you to feel your heart expanding and your strength and power backing it up, that you may send out that beautiful love and light you are everywhere it needs to go, and always, even as we're being human, sending out that light. So in the silence that follows, breathe in the light that you are. It is in your heart and in your spiritual power. And with that light and that spiritual power, I now invite you to send forth prayers of affirmative light, healing, and love to anyone who comes to your mind to need it. And you can whisper names, or you can think them. Either way, your energy goes out to them, as does all energy of spirit. staying in a somewhat prayerful state of being. Though I ring this chime, and you may choose to open your eyes or not, we will pick up the prayer box that we may all send light to those whose names are there. And later this will be on the table, should you wish to add names to it. And it will be prayed for all week. And so to all whose names are in this box, in our hearts, in our compassion, we send forth love and light and the knowing that these prayers will be received and amplified. And so it is. And I invite you now to begin to come back into your bodies. Maybe wiggle your toes. Maybe move a tiny bit. Maybe stretch your arms upward. And as you're ready to open your eyes, and now we'll enjoy special music.
So, my goal this year was to change the timbre a little bit of the music that we have here. And we have an excellent change today. So, I was talking to my voice instructor the other day, and we were talking about notes, and they are all the same. That C is the same C that John Lennon sang, the same C that Pavarotti sings, the same C that Alanis Morissette sings, but they sing it differently. And we have somebody who's going to sing I'm going to let her introduce her song. I would like to introduce Erica Winstead, and she's going to come up and sing first.
I would love to share with you a song today that I felt guided to sing as we enter this season of Easter, and it's called Come Thou Long Expected Jesus. And I just wanted to say it's been probably over 20 years since I performed here, but the love and the warmth that I feel from all of you is absolutely extraordinary. It really, really is, and I just thank you for that, and just thank you for your love and your light. Come, thou long expected Jesus.
beautiful instrument. Thank you for sharing that with us. Beautiful, heartfelt too. All right. Good morning, everyone. So today we are bringing to conclusion our journey with Brene Brown into the wilderness, braving the wilderness. And as I have shared her concepts over the last 6 weeks, or my interpretation of her concepts, I'm sure I've pissed off just about everyone at some point or another. But hey, it is the job of the minister to comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable. So there you go. And maybe something that I said, or something that you've read, or something that you did, you talked about in the book study group, challenge you to maybe rethink a long-held belief, or maybe just got you curious about it, or maybe made a shift, maybe help you to grow in some important way. And you know what? I think it has. I have seen it. I have seen people here be really brave. I have seen people here stand up and be present and to share their heart and to be vulnerable even when they're shaking in their boots, to sort of share who they are and be vulnerable and take an action and commit to something, right? And have fun doing it. So bravo. Bravo. Good for us, right? Yeah, I think it's true. All right, so to recap our journey thus far, you know, her main idea is that we are in a spiritual crisis, that there is deep division in the world, and that we can do our part to help heal that by creating true belonging and connection. First, with our own spiritual self, and secondly, connecting with others in community, right? And we do that first by understanding that true belonging is being fully ourselves, not trying to change ourselves to fit in or to be accepted, but to be our magnificent, courageous, imperfect, authentic selves, right? And to have our words and our actions in alignment with our highest intentions. This way of living it can be really freeing and also scary. And also scary. I mean, we are in a journey in the wilderness, after all. So we've then began to work with the 4 different principles to help us practice this. And I'm going to share them with you. Yeah, we have a first slide. Is that first week we looked at people are hard to hate up close, so lean in. And this is where we recognize that most expressions of anger and hatred really originate in pain. Unacknowledged pain, fear, unhealed trauma, and that we all have pain. We all experience challenges. And so we want to first work on healing our own pain or any trauma that's there. And then we cultivate the love in our heart for ourselves and for others. And then we learn that it is our innate nature to see ourselves in others. It's natural to just see that everyone has the same needs, basic needs that we do, that everyone deserves the same rights that we enjoy. It totally goes against our nature to inflict harm on others. But when we dehumanize others, that subverts our natural instinct. So we want to lean in and get close. And when we do, we realize we are all part of one human family. We're all part of one human family, and compassion naturally arises from that. And then we did a little exercise, if you remember. We paired off, and I had you say to your partner, you may have a different view of things than I do, and we may never agree, but I respect you, and I love you. Remember that? That was powerful, I think. All right, so then the next week we went to practice number 2, which is speak truth to BS and to be civil. Be civil. So we looked at how the difference, she talks about in the book, the difference between lying and BSing. And we acknowledge how we're seeing a lot of it in the world right now. And how important it is to call it out when we encounter it. But do it from a place of love. Do it with respect and love. And then this brought us to the discussion of the 2 aspects of ourselves, salt and light. And this didn't come from the book. It came from kind of my experience with, doing the walk in D.C. with Faithful Resistance. Because they kept talking about the salt of the earth, being the salt. And I thought, that's from Sermon on the Mount, I think. And so I'm looking at Sermon on the Mount. And indeed, Jesus tells his followers, you are the salt of the earth. And preserve your saltiness. Be salty. Don't lose your flavor. And then he says, you are the light of the world. Huh. Which is it? I think it's both, right? So metaphorically speaking, these are 2 aspects of ourselves. We divine beings having a human experience. So the salt is the substance of our humanity. And the light is the inner radiance of our divine self. So we want to keep both of these in proper balance, bringing that divine light that we are into a grounded humanity. Right? Okay. And then last week we learned practice 3, hold hands with strangers. Yeah. And she talks about how in moments of grief and crisis, or moments of joy and celebration, we have a tendency to turn towards our own tribe. And she encourages us instead to do the opposite, to bring together, to come together as strangers in a public place for a shared experience. And that this shifts us from the focus on self, this myself and all my problems, and into shared humanity. And then we talked about what we experience when we do that. Do you remember what it was called? Collective effervescence. Yeah, collective effervescence is something that we experience when we're with strangers at a ball game, or at a concert, or in a church service, or with a social justice march. And some of you came up and you shared your experiences with having this experience of collective effervescence in an RV park, in a recreation park with others, at a women's march, at a funeral, that experience of that collective experience at a funeral after a natural disaster, which is, when people do come together. So what happens is that those differences, the boundaries, the judgments just fall away, and we experience true connection. That's when we experience our inherent connection. Collective effervescence. We want to look for those experiences, right? Because it's soul connecting. Therefore, healing, not just for us, but for others as well. All right, so that brings us to the fourth practice today, which is strong back, soft front, wild heart. Say it with me. Strong back, soft front, wild heart. That's right. You can do the movements too. Yeah, okay. So, and by the way, this kind of is in alignment with our theme for this month, which is strength. Right? Working on strength. And she begins the chapter with this insight from contemplative teacher Joan Halifax, who says, all too often, our so-called strength comes from fear, not love. Instead of having a strong back, many of us have a defended front shielding a weak spine. In other words, we walk around brittle and defensive, trying to conceal our lack of confidence. If we strengthen our back, metaphorically speaking, and develop a spine that is flexible but sturdy, then we can risk having a front that's soft and open. Strong back, soft front compassion. Wise, right? So what does that mean, really, to have a strong back? What does that mean? Well, I think, and she says in the book, and I also think that it means that we're grounded in our values. We're grounded in our values, and we have clear boundaries. We let go of people-pleasing, or trying to prove ourselves. And also, we give and receive help. We actually receive help as we give help. Okay, so this is sometimes difficult for people on a spiritual path because there's this tendency to be a people pleaser, right? People pleasing. So the challenge here, the invitation, growth invitation, is to really trust our inner wisdom and stand firm in that. Stand tall in our inner wisdom and communicate that. Also, having a strong back is about saying what we mean and meaning what we say. So being in integrity with our word, which helps us be accountable to ourselves, right? And others. So my friend Rhonda helped me with this years ago. I've talked about Rhonda Britton before. She is the Fearless Living Goddess. She has a book, and she had a TV show, and she does a lot of coaching. And she helped me with a lot of things back then. But this in particular is about really sort of building that integrity with my word. So if I said I was going to do something, I needed to do it, no excuses. Now, this is a practice, right? It's a practice. And so I was working on, like, going for a run in the morning, for instance. There's a lot of things. Do you know how many things can get in the way between you and the run in the morning? The alarm not going off, the weather. Now, in Southern California, the weather was hot, either too hot or too smoggy, right? Or, just a day sort of building up, too many things to do, somebody needing your attention and you not wanting to disappoint them, or just not feeling up to it. No excuses, no excuses. Just even suit up. She says, even just put on the clothes. That's like you're doing you're at least taking a step forward. And so again, a practice. But every time I did it, I was building inner strength. You see, building inner strength, with strong back that I was doing what I said I would do. No excuses. And once I got that down, it really began to transfer to other aspects of my life, other areas of my life. Suddenly, I was kind of able to actually do something that really scared me. You know, this is a practice, and it really works. So that is strong back. So what we're going to say an affirmation after each of these postures. So our affirmation for strong back, take a look at that, and let's say that together. Divine strength flows through me, giving me courage to live with integrity. So, with a strong back, we can now have a soft, open, compassionate, vulnerable front. Because we got the support, right? Got strong back, we can have this open. Now, vulnerability is the topic that Brené Brown is known for. And, you know, she says it's challenging because we have a tendency to armor up, as she says. Defend ourselves against being hurt or just appearing weak, right? But that true bravery is to work through that and begin to soften and to be vulnerable and to open our heart and to act from that place. That's bravery. Bravery is showing up and being seen when you can't control the outcome. Being willing to be loving and kind when it looks like it's not even making any difference, but doing it anyway. That's brave. And so, the best example that she gives about this in the book is something you have probably all experienced. And that is, in a relationship, being the first one to say, I love you. And I'd be willing to bet you've had it, you've experienced it both ways. One is to open your heart, be vulnerable, put yourself out there, and then it to be crushed because they don't feel the same way. And then the other is to open your heart, be vulnerable, express your love, and it to open an entire new world for you, a new world of love for you and the other person. Right? Are you recognizing both of those things? Had both of those experiences? That's being risky, you know, that takes risk, opening your heart like that. And as Robbie reminded me this week, as Pink sings, wild hearts can't be broken. Wild hearts can't be broken. Which leads us to our next thing, but let's first say, oh, hello. I have a little guy who's decided to visit me today. Oh, aren't you lovely? And let's just take him outside. That's part of the wilderness right there. And awfully brave to come up to the podium during the talk. And that was brave, that guy. Oh, my. Oh, dear. Okay, so our soft front affirmation. Let's look at our soft front affirmation. Take a look at that. And that is, my heart is open, tender, and guided by divine love. Yeah. So we're anchoring these ideas like physical on all levels of our being when we're saying these affirmations. And you know, did it come back with you? It really loves us so much it can't stay away. Thank you, Donna. All right, so wild heart. What is the wild heart? That is our free, creative, passionately alive and engaged, authentic self, right? It's what brings us fully alive. This is what Howard Thurman would say. Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what brings you fully alive. This is what brings us fully alive. And it is the key to our true belonging. This is the key to our true belonging. And it's where all of the creatives and inventors and risk takers and prophets tend to live. And it's exciting, this place. And it's scary. Right? It's scary. This is also the place from which we want to love and passionately care for others. This is the place where we serve the world from our unique heart, our unique expression of our heart. Right? And she admits that there is kind of a paradox here. And she says, a wild heart can beat with gratitude and lean into pure joy, without denying the struggle of the world, the pain of the world. We hold that tension with the spirit of the wilderness. That's Brene. All right, so here is our affirmation for our wild heart. Take a look at that together. Take a breath. And together. I trust my unique voice. I listen to the sacred call within my heart, and I follow it boldly. Yes, yes. And so all of this, is not something that we're ever going to perfect, right? We're talking about a process and a practice. Sometimes a day-to-day practice. Sometimes a moment-to-moment practice. But when we begin to see a shift, and it's like, oh, and something opens up, and something awakens in us, then it is worth all the effort, right? It is worth the practice. So thank you all for taking this journey with me in the wilderness, through the wilderness. So let's continue to walk together with a strong back, a soft front, say it with me, and a wild heart. Yeah, namaste. Thank you.
Yes. So the next song is Hymn of Promise, which is just a beautiful song that speaks about trusting, I think, in relationship to your beautiful message, just trusting the process of life and knowing that ultimately God knows, the universe knows what is for our highest good, but just totally surrender and trusting the process of life. So from my heart to yours. In the bowl there is a flower, in the seed an apple tree, in cocoons a hidden promise, butterflies will soon be free. In the cold and snow of winter there's a spring that waits to be unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see. There's a song in every silence, seeking word and melody. There's a dawn in every darkness, bringing hope to you and me. From the past will come the future, what it holds a mystery, unrevealed until until its season, something God alone can see. In our end is our beginning, in our time infinity, in our doubt there is believing, in our life eternity, in our death a resurrection, at the last a victory, unrevealed until its season, something God alone can see.
Oh, thank you, thank you. What a gift, what beautiful choices, thank you. Wow. So we now have our vision and our mission. Why are we here? For all our personal reasons. Why are we collectively here? Let's say this together, beginning with our vision. We envision the divine light awakening in all, and our mission. We center in peace and love. We connect in our hearts with others, celebrate our journey toward wholeness, and we empower others to experience their spiritual magnificence. And now we're going to be sharing our gifts. If you are a regular sustainer, you have a blue card. You have a green card. You can put in the offering plate saying that you regularly contribute. If you wish to use your phone or do it home through Venmo, online giving, and that is also how some of us do regular sustainer, you can put this in. And this is, you guessed it, a contribution envelope. And you are giving from your wild heart, from your strong back, from the vulnerable front, and trusting the prosperity that truly is ours. Enjoy giving.
Power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The
Together, we bless these gifts, these offerings, and as they go forth into the light and into the world, we know it supports the love. Together, the blessing of the gifts. Love through me and blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I am, all that I receive, and all that I am. And so it is. And we bless the prayer requests. Thank you. Oh, and I do want to thank you. I'm still learning the ropes. Thank you, Mel, for being a prayer partner today and often, and for all the other things you do to help. If you're here for the first time and you didn't get, well, first of all, raise your hand, please, if you're here for the first time. Wonderful. We welcome you. We are so happy you're here, truly. And if you didn't get one of these, please raise your hand, and my wonderful husband, Dave Gulick, will hand you one. Is anybody here for the second time? Raise your hand. All right. And there is also something you'll be given for the second time. So if you didn't get one and you'd want one, raise your hand. There's one over here, Dave, and one over here. You're almost there. There you go. And one in the second row from the back. Thank you all for your bravery and raising your hand. Being seen so we can welcome you later, greet you, handshake, hug, whatever you want. And we would like to thank our flower angel, who is Oscar Garcia. Where are you, Oscar? Aha! And this is the dedication of these gorgeous flowers that Oscar brought. These flowers are a heartfelt gesture of gratitude from me to the entire Unity Peace community. Thank you for the warmth with which you welcomed me from the very first moment, for your loving reception, and for making me feel truly at home. I'm grateful to each and every member for such a beautiful sanctuary. Today I feel that I can call you family. A place where I found my tribe and where I can continue to grow spiritually. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And thank you, Oscar, not only for the flowers, but for what you just said in all of our hearts. And now I think we have more special music, which we're delighted to have.
Everybody sing.
Yes, we have a slide up here. A lot of you may know this song. I had a little trouble practicing this song because we played this at my wife's father's funeral, and it was very, very touching, and managed to get through it, so here we go. And here we go.
And he will raise you up on eagle's wings, bear you on the breath of
Thank you, Erica. Thanks for joining us today. That was just beautiful. Very, very moving. Very moving. All right, so I have a few things to share with you about what's going on today and throughout the week. And to learn more about any of these, please go to our website, unitychapelhill.org, and you'll find out more information and to register for some things. We are concluding this book series with a watch party, and this is a documentary, Brene Brown, The Call to Courage on Netflix, and I thought it would be a really good way to sort of tie a bow around the whole experience. So we'll come together here next Friday at 5 o'clock and do a showing of this. And I think it's like 75 minutes or something like that. So it doesn't matter if you were in a book study group or not. Please come and join us in that, and we'll all learn together. And so we're having an event right after, and so I thought it might be good for us to maybe stay and have a little pizza and salad. So I'm going to provide my gift of some pizza and salad for everybody who wants to stay after the show, and we'll enjoy our Spring Equinox Festival with Jessica Starr, who's not here today, but you know her, and so she is guiding this beautiful experience here in our outdoor sacred spaces. She invites you to bring a drum, and let's drum in the first of spring together, shall we? Yeah. And that will be meeting in the Labyrinth at 7 o'clock. Okay. The UCP social group celebrates March birthday, and David Glass is going to come up and talk about this and another announcement. David, come on up. Uh-oh, you're going to get pinched. I'm sorry, friend.
Each month we like to have a dinner like this at a local restaurant. This month it will be at Shell's restaurant on Fordham. Pardon?
Squids?
It's a week from Thursday.
No, the restaurant is Squids. Squids restaurant.
Yes.
Okay,
what did I
Squids.
say? Squids. What did I say?
It doesn't matter.
Head and heart are supposed to be connected, and mouth too. Okay, let's get connected.
You'll find seashells there.
Okay. I'm working on that. It's a gift of imperfection. And it has the address here, which is also 50115, and it's between Willow Road and South Elliott, if you know where that is, and just north of the University Place shopping center. So that's that. And you don't have to have your birthday in mind. Anybody, member, friend, or invitee, anyone you would like to come, or just anyone who'd like to experience some collective effervescence, please show up.
Collective effervescence. There you go. And wait, don't go away. Don't go away, David, because I think you wanted to announce this spiritual, here, just from there. Our event, our fundraising event, right, is...
You thought you were through with me. Yeah, I'm giving a fundraiser 2 weeks from today, after the service, 1 to 2:30, on spiritual poetry of the East and West. It's a BYOP, not B, and bring your own poem, either the original poem or a special poem that has a special significance to you. And we'll do that in 2 parts. First, I'll present some of the poetry. We'll have refreshments, and then you can share your own with the microphone. And we'll look forward to hearing from you and that original.
Okay.
What else?
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. And if you've never heard David's poetry, it's really beautiful and moving and so insightful. So just for that. Okay, so Pathways to Community. Many of you have been getting an invite from me, and if you haven't, you're still invited to come to this. This is an opportunity to learn what unity is about, what Unity Center of Peace is all about, and to learn these practices and principles that really help to shift us in our lives and open us and align us with abundant good and joy and love and all of that. This class is required for membership, but you don't need to go into membership. You can just take it for your own information. So that's Saturday all afternoon. We'll have fun. We'll have some food, and we'll have always great conversation, getting to know each other and doing a few exercises together so we really embody those ideas right then and there. Please sign up on the website through the QR code or going to our unitychapelhill.org. I'm also talking to those of you watching us online too. Okay, let's say that, is there anybody who wants to, I'm sorry, this is the Unity Blooms announcement. Okay, so last week, if you were here, we had a visit from a daffodil from Brooklyn. And she came up here in all of her glory, and she had this beautiful daffodil headdress, and she shared with a Brooklyn accent about our Unity Blooms fundraiser. And talk about brave. She was just like out there sharing her heart. And a lot of people said afterwards, what is the fundraiser about? So maybe I can clarify a little bit about what we're doing here. So, in our annual meeting, we sort of shared with you that this building has been here a while, and it needs a little tender, loving care, and it needs some upgrades, and it needs some safety fixes, and it needs a little sprucing up and making it welcoming, including the parking lot and the driveway, if you notice, making it welcoming for all of us and for new people, to welcome new people. So we need everyone to participate in this and to share from a consciousness of abundance. Let me talk about consciousness of abundance for a minute. We have set the goal of 25,000. Now, when I've said that to a few people, they've said, "You're never gonna raise 25,000." And I said, wait a second, we're a unity community here. We're about expanding our consciousness. We're about opening to the infinite, limitless abundance of the universe. How can we do that but by stating what it is we need and saying we've got it already, right? Can I get an amen? Yeah, right. So This is our opportunity to prove the principles and put it into practice in a ways that you can see it and experience it. And open not only to people who come here, but also people who share the outdoor sacred spaces, people watching online, people who listen to the meditations, ways that people can share their appreciation through this. And maybe you noticed that in the foyer, there is this cute little sign that Loveland-Coen designed that has a big daffodil on it. If you haven't seen it, please take a look. And you can do that. There's some forms out there that look like this. If you do give online, make sure that you are indicating that it's for this purpose, for this fundraiser. And thank you. Absolutely. Thank you from the bottom of our heart. We're doing this together. All right. Wonderful. And now we've got something happening after the service. And it is a fundraiser for the YFM, Youth and Family Ministry. And these guys have been creative and sharing of their heart in a beautiful, creative way. It is definitely a Celtic theme today, St. Patty's Day. We've got, I think, green pancakes and something orange and something white. I understand it's green, orange, and white that you want to have all together for the Celtic thing. It's a fundraiser. We're saying a love donation, suggested love donation of $10. The kids are taking that, and it will be outdoors. We got pancakes, we got hash browns, we got fruit, we've got whipped cream and all kinds of fun things, and coffee. And then afterwards, Shannon, who is a dancer, he used to be a choreographer, he's going to lead us in a Celtic dance. And I think Michael Newton, who is all things Celtic, he is the expert on this, is going to share some stories. So it is quite the afternoon. Please join us for that. The deeper dive discussion today is facilitated by Wei Ho. Thank you, Wei, for facilitating that. And it's the last door on the right at 12:30. Grab a pancake and a cup of coffee and go back there and enjoy that. Again, our prayer partner for today is Mel Karen. Thank you. She is there if you would like to see some situation in your life from the highest possible perspective. So she will be there in the last room on the left. And if you're joining us online and you'd like a prayer, please send an email to prayer@unitychapelhill.org. Put your name and your phone number, and somebody will call you back and pray with you. All right, so I see some children back there. Let's welcome them.
I am the radiant light of God.
I am the
Top of the afternoon to y'all people. My name is Seamus O'Flaherty. I'm the substitute YFM director. Big thanks to Kai to coming down and helping us. Today we multitasked. We made pancakes, and then while at the same time they ate the pancakes, prior to they watched a video about the chakras. Again, trying to talk about the strength of our bodies. And how all that together, the symphony of our bodies give us our strength. Join us for syrup. We've got a lot of syrup to eat up. I'm counting on every single one of you. Anyway, and some folks did, by chance, grab some of the potato pancakes. If you happen to do that, please just think about donating a little something, something. I know I took one too, so anyway. Everything's outside. We have, what else? There's compost. And then once everything gets cleared up in here, we'll walk. If you can walk, you can do this dance I'm going to share with you all from my childhood. The last thing I'll say is big thanks to Michael Newton, who helped a lot with a lot of the cooking this morning and is doing it right now. To Lynn for all of her last minute go get the syrup and other coffee making. To Brian, who will be your helper Well, anyway, he'll take the money from you. And with that, we're
Thank
it.
you. Let's bless these children and the children everywhere. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are. And we behold the Christ in you. Mwah. All right, let's stand, take a hand, and we say our prayer of protection with I am statements. She's going to sit. That's okay. All right, got a hand? Let's take a breath. Together, the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Hi, it's Reverend Victoria here. I'm at Unity Center of Peace with our house band, Bright Matter.
Hello.
Yeah, and if this video has inspired you or empowered you or opened your heart, opened your consciousness, or even just given you hope, we ask that you support what we're doing here by making a donation today, going to unitychapelhill.org or clicking the link below, and we thank you.